Sojourner.
Okay. I like that's cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you?
Um, so I've all the music that I heard you guys do, I've always watched it on YouTube or on TV. You mind singing something for us live?
Sure, we can
Yeah,
sing a
yeah,
song for
of
you
course,
guys.
man.
All right.
Alright. Yay. I get to hear him. Everybody else.
All right. Maybe it's just the neon lights, but I see rainbows in your eyes. We've gone too far to turn back now. Your beauty's louder than the crowds, and you were there, but now we're here. And just like time just disappears, we got these chills when all is still. Music stops. We fell in love in a stadium. We fell in love in a stadium. 100,000 eyeballs in the sky. But it's only yours and mine inside this stadium. We fell in love in a stadium. 100,000 people get tonight. But it's only you and I inside this. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna pull you close, I wanna let you know. Oh, when the lights go on and everyone goes home, I'll never let you go. Oh, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna pull you close, I wanna let you know. Oh, when the lights go on and everyone goes home, I'll never let you. We fell in love in a stadium. We fell in love in a stadium. 100,000 people in the sky. But it's only yours and mine inside this stadium. We fell in love in a stadium. 100,000 people get tonight, but it's only you and I inside this stadium.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh,
I was lip syncing in the background. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, who inspired you to write that song, or just all your music in general?
well, Stadium is actually a song that we really liked when we were working with Republic Records. So we actually didn't really write that song, but Stadium, we really loved what it was talking about. We fell in love in the stadium, and we really liked the message of the song, so we decided to go with it. It's such an awesome song. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, you can actually find Stadium all over on all music platforms, Spotify, iTunes, CD Baby, everything, YouTube Music, you can find it everywhere.
Oh, thank you. Oh yeah. Speaking of how is what is it like being under a label? Like,
Oh, well, working with the
That was
record
really
label
cool. It's
is
pretty
really cool. We get to work on with a lot of writers and producers, and writing songs. It's just really awesome being able to get the experience, and it's also a lot of like a lot of hard work. Being with the record label too. So yeah, it's
Like,
pretty awesome.
especially because we're making music, like music is always going back and forth. So we're almost writing a song, like 2 songs every week. So it's been really fun, and it's something's always happening. So yeah.
that's cool.
What's some advice that you have for people that want to be singers or want to be performers?
Well, the advice, I would say you take that. So,
Yeah, you know, what we just want to say to all the people who want to be singers, you know, it's all about practice. You always have to practice. When you practice, that's how you improve in your gift. You know, it doesn't always necessarily have to be music. It can be other things as well. Once you always practice, that's the only way you can improve.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But like, what I also want to add is like music is close to everybody, like and everywhere around the world, no matter what type of genre it's to. But what does music mean to you in personal views?
Well, what music means to us? Well, what music means to me? Music, is such an important part of my life. I get to play music every day. It's such a fun thing that I love to do, and music just makes me happy. As long as I want to do, something that makes me happy. Right now, it's music. It could be something else as I get older, right? But right now, music is the part of me that that makes me happy, and I really love music. It's really awesome.
To me, music is kind of like an unspoken word, and it just kind of makes a connection that you can't make with people with just speaking to them. And that's kind of just why I sing, and that's why I kind of just harmonize, because I feel that we're saying something to people that they can't hear with ordinary words, and it's speaking to them with the heart. And that's why I just love music, and I just keep singing, right? So yeah, that's what it means.
Okay.
I'm just wondering because I'm seeing all these wonderful performances from you guys, and it seems like it takes a lot of work and a lot of time. How do y'all balance school and music?
Well, school, we're actually finished school. But right now,
We're all homeschooled.
yeah, we're homeschooled. We're actually homeschooled, and homeschool gives us a lot of time to, balance. We usually do like homeschooling in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, we, go and do our music practice. In the evening time, we might go, out for a jog or a run, and then we come back and we write a song. That's how we balance usually our days. That's how our days usually go. So yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else in the chat has any questions for the Melisizwe brothers? Like you have one, raise your hand and Mr. Rich will unmute you. Or anybody?
I'm curious, who do each of you compare yourselves to, or do people compare you to other entertainers?
Well, a lot of people really, when they see us, they a lot. Zachary's the lead singer, and Mark and I are there as the backup singers. They really compare us to the Jackson Five. But we usually see ourselves as the Melisizwe brothers, because the only way that you really want to be yourself when you really want to be yourself when you're using your gift, right? But we also look up to a lot of people. Like Zachary's inspiration is Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson. Mark, he likes a lot of Eric Clapton. And I'm more of the classical guy. I play a lot of classical piano. I like Beethoven and Johann Sebastian Bach. And those are the inspirations that we look up to.
Oh, we love Bach.
Yeah.
From a classical point of view, I understand. Love Bach. So does anybody in the chat has any questions for them? Oh, yes, Mr. Bright. Mr. Bright, you have any questions? There you go.
Okay. I just want to know, I want to know what encouraged you guys, to start writing your own song.
Repeat that. We can't hear you.
So what encouraged you to write your own songs?
Well, encouraged to write our own song.
The writing process for our songs is usually we want to have a meaning to write about. We don't just write about anything, because we feel that if you have no, what's the point of the song if you don't have a meaning behind it? So we find a meaning, and if it's about talking about what's happening around the world with George, And we would get together and we say that Zachary he would use his perfect pitch and his relative pitch. He'd go and he'd put down a song. And after that, we would come together and we would start just throwing out ideas. And after that, maybe an hour or so, we would have a whole song written out. And after, it's just who's going to do the song, how we're going to perform the song. And then after, we would actually just set the next date to recording it. And then in 2 days, we would have an entire song finished.
Yeah, so how we usually write our songs, just like Mark said, you don't really want to have a song without a meaning. It has to be a special meaning. It could be a love song, but still, it could be talking about something serious. So, that's what always inspires us to write, a good message into our songs. That's how we usually write our songs.
Okay. I want to ask this. Besides, say you guys did not pursue music careers or anything. When you get older, what was like a different career path that you guys wanted to do? Like always dreamed about, if you ever had one.
Sorry, could you repeat that question?
I mean, what is like your dream career path besides music, basically? What I'm trying to say.
Well, for me, besides music, I like planes. So that's what I like to study. I love science and I love planes. And I actually built a model plane. Actually, it's above there. I have it in my house right now. So yeah, I actually wanna have my pilot license.
Other than music, I really like a lot of animation and 3D art. So other than music, I do that kind of on the side as a side hobby. But yeah, I really like art and I like to draw.
See mine right here?
Yeah.
I draw all this stuff. I draw a Black Lives Matter thing. I draw all this cartoons and like that.
Awesome.
Much love that.
Other than music, I actually write a lot. So I think if I was focusing on something else, I'd pursue writing and start writing all my thoughts and stories and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what's for me.
That's really interesting because I write a lot of stories, a lot of horror stories and stuff like that. I write a lot of stories. Yeah.
Because sometimes your stories become music anyway. So either way, because storytelling, music is storytelling. So
I see a hand up there, Olivia. Is that
where?
Miss Woods? Miss Woods, did you have a question or a comment you wanted to share? And you can unmute yourself if you do.
I saw a hand.
Yeah, it's on Alcatel 3T and tablet.
All right. I'm sorry. That's what happened earlier. I thought I was talking. I was on mute. Hi, everybody. I was actually typing something into the chat, but now I can just ask you directly. I think the three of you are just really phenomenal. And being completely transparent, I didn't even know who you were till last night. I went up on YouTube and checked you out. And I was like, oh my gosh, they are really, really amazing. So I just wanted to, say that I think that you have everything that it takes to go to the very top or to do whatever it is that you want to do. My question is, there's talent and then there's gifting, right? And when you think about what you do and what you bring to it, how would you describe what it is that you have, that it factor? Would you say it's talent or would you say it's gifting? And if there's a difference, would you explain what you think the difference would be?
Well, I really think that, because, we listen to a lot of motivational people and they just, the topic that you just, talent and there's your gift. I really think that there's a big difference between those two because your gift is, your gift is your work. It's what pushes you to, live every day. It's what you live for. You're supposed to nurture your gift. However, talent is, it's something that you can really show off to everybody. Talent is like, there's a slight difference between what you call your gift. Our gift is music.
Mm-hmm.
To, we use that to show it to everybody. That's what we call, you know, your gift is your it factor. Other people to, you know, go and find their gift and, you know, use that to keep going on from generation to generation, you know, that was a really serious subject. You know, we learned that a long time ago, you know, talent, where, you know, John T. Maxwell, he said, talent is not enough. It's no,
Come on.
Gift that. It's your forward.
Great.
That's what we learned.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Mr. Johnson, you have a question?
I do. I like the young lady that just spoke, didn't have any idea who you are. She did a little bit better than me. She knew who you were last night. I just found out who you are now, but I'm extremely impressed. And I brought my son on the call with me. This is Caleb. Caleb. I have other children, but my daughter is 12. She's watching something with her mom and couldn't pull her away. So she's missing a blessing. And then my other son, you know, he's missing a blessing as well. But they're not here. If you could say something to motivate your peers, because you seem like sharp young men, you have talent and gift. If you could say something to your peers that would inspire them to pursue their dreams and to pursue their purpose, what would you tell them in this moment that you have listening ear? What would you say to them to help them to pursue their dreams and passions just as hard as you're pursuing yours right now?
So I like what I would say to those young peers and those young, you know, young kids or young adults that are, you know, starting on their gift, you know, just start now, because, you know, it's really good to start now, because that's when you mostly discover your gift, have time to, you know, nurture and discover your gift, right? So just to start now and make sure it's something that you love, right? Make sure it's something that you love and you want to pursue, right? And then, you know, you want to use that, you want to use your gift to, you know, inspire others to, you know, do what they love as well. Do, you know, practice on their gift, you know, nurture the gift, right? So that's what I'd say, you know, start now and make sure, you know, it's something that you love. Make sure you practice every day. Practice is important. Practice every day. And yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's what I like to say.
Nurturing that gift it requires a teamwork effort, and you can't do it alone. And that's the hard thing about life, is that you need somebody that is willing to push you, is willing to help you to reach new levels, and that requires a teamwork effort. So if it's between the child and the parent, you guys have to, the child has to know that they have the support behind them, and that if they need somebody to reroute them, that their parent is always there inspiring them and telling them that you can do it and I'll always be here. And I think it's just really important to know that, because without that, it's really hard to reach somewhere. So thank you for asking that, but that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Cherie Livingston asked a question on Facebook. She said, where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years?
Well, a lot of people ask us that question. You know, where do we see ourselves in 5 years? Well, imagine in 5 years, you know, we could be hitting a Grammy, and I'm looking forward to a Grammy.
Yeah.
Grammy.
Come on.
You know,
That's right.
as of now, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but you know, I'm just gonna keep what I want to do with my brothers. I just want to keep working. And if we want to work for a Grammy, we're gonna go for it, right? So yeah, imagine in 1 or 2 years we can win a Grammy, right? So yeah, I see myself winning a Grammy or something like that. But I'm really excited.
That's my cousin who asked that question. Yay, cousin.
Oh, nice. Hey.
Thanks, Riri. Let's see. Actually, I want to ask y'all about this. I'm gonna share this screen. I want to ask about this performance and how you guys felt about this performance, because I really like this. I love this song to the max, and I want to know what was y'all feeling about this whole performance y'all did. I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna share the screen, and it was when you guys sung Hallelujah.
If you shop on Amazon,
you should use
And
Wikibug.
besides this ad,
It's a browser
but,
extension that automatically.
O palco é de vocês. Please.
when you guys sang this song and behind the orchestra, I understand when you sing under orchestra is so weird and like you gotta time it with the orchestra and the singers at the same time. So how did you guys coordinate with that so smoothly? I did there.
So that performance we actually went to Brazil, and in Brazil that was actually 2 years ago, 2018, and we got to perform with a very famous singer, you know, Daniel, and we actually met him 3 years ago in 2017 in Florida. But you know, being in Brazil is such an awesome experience. You know, we got to go to that performance there is actually at the Aparecida, the second biggest basilica in the world. And you know, being there and then working with, you know, all the musicians there, it was just amazing. And they were so good. They were on time and everything. And you know, being able to perform in front of 100,000 people was, you know, even more special to us. And it was just such a beautiful song that we got to work with Daniel, Hallelujah. And we always like to perform that song, but you know, it was just a special moment for us.
Yeah.
It proved it.
Well, I'm just gonna say something real quick, but preparing for the performance, it wasn't really just us kind of just going up on the stage and singing. And it's simply because anyone, if you're going to perform for 100,000 people, you don't just step up there without thinking anything. And the reason why we were able to do that was because beforehand we were preparing. And the thing is that we were always just singing our harmonies by ourselves. And even while no one was watching, we were singing and we were practicing. And this is just a tip for everyone out there that's going to do their first big performance in anything, or it's just to practice before, because the more you do it, the more you feel that you can perform for any audience, even if it's one person or if it's 100 people or 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people. It's just repetitive practice before, and that's what we were doing. Just every day we're just singing a little bit. Zach, you got your harmony? Mark. And Zach was calling out, hey, Mark, sing your harmony right now, and I sing my harmony, just so that I know what I'm gonna do. So that's just my tip for you guys, yeah.
Yeah, because Hallelujah is one of my favorite songs. I said I only heard this song first when I saw Shrek, and this is my song since forever. And, yeah, and then
Olivia, you can't tease our audience now. They're asking about it, so you got to at least play about 30 to 45 seconds.
I'm about to play it. I wanted to get thing.
All right, we got you.
I got y'all. I was gonna play it anyway. I wanted to talk.
I know you were.
A secret hope that did the play and it keeps the way. But you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her standing on the roof. The beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied it to the kitchen's head. She broke her throne and she cut your hair. And from her lips she drank hallelujah.
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Wow.
Yeah.
And someone just asked what country you guys were from.
All right, so we're actually currently we're living in the Duke, but we're all Canadians. Mark was actually born in Toronto, so I was born in Toronto as well, and I was born here in Edmonton. So we're all Canadians, but our parents are actually from the Caribbean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So that's basically all of our history of where we're from and everything. So, yeah.
That's cool. Oh God.
Where have you traveled to that you enjoyed the most?
Well, nice question. Well, my most favorite place is actually I love Brazil. My most favorite place is Brazil because we got to such a beautiful place, awesome weather, and we had so much fun. We got to meet lots of people, lots of different singers, and we got to go to a Parasita actually, and Brazil is such an awesome place. I really love it.
Yeah, my most favorite place that I've been to so far, I think, is England. It's a really I'd say it's a really different place. Everybody, it's just really different. Everybody's always going somewhere, so everybody's walking really fast. Kind of it's really different. And it's actually really humid there too. The thing is, in Alberta, it's like super dry, but in England, it's really humid. So yeah, I really enjoy it.
My favorite place is actually, well, one of them is actually New York, simply because that was the place where actually one of our biggest performances ever. And for New Year's Eve, we performed for like 1 million people. And I just saw the nightlife there, and everybody's always going. The emotion is always spontaneous. So that's why I love it so much, yeah.
Oh, that's where I'm going to school, New York, yay.
Yes, awesome.
So that's not far from Philadelphia. So next time you're in New York, you got to let us know. Or better yet, you guys got to come to Philadelphia.
Yeah, because all you guys traveling. I've never even been on an airplane before.
Brandon, really?
Nah.
Wow. I really thought you did. Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I had to go. Is it okay if you continue with the meeting? I'm sorry I had to leave. I really want to stay, but
we got you covered. We got you covered, Brandon.
We got you, Brandon. All right.
All right. Nice meeting you all.
See you later.
All right.
And while we continue as well, we have another parent who asked a couple of questions. One question was, how do you deal with challenges or negativity that may come your way? And their second question was, are there any charities that you guys support, and what type of charities are they?
Well, how we deal with negativity is, you just gotta block it out all the time. You can't really let it get to you. That's why we usually just keep going. We go over it. We go over the hump. That's usually how we deal with it. Because it usually happens a lot. And also racism as well. We just kind of block it out. You can't really let it get to your head. But in terms of charities, we actually like performing for a lot of charities. In our hometown, we support a lot of those who perform, when they ask us to, because, performing at charities, it really does help, because, yeah, we just love doing, we do it for a good cause, just for so we can entertain people as well, it's for a good thing.
Yeah, we love supporting the community in our hometown Edmonton. So, yeah.
Awesome. And you guys have one of your own as well, don't you? Or is the Golden Dream Project?
It's called the Goldmine Music Program. And
it's called what? It went out.
It's called the Goldmine Music Program, yeah. So what we basically do there is that, well, we collect instruments and we give them to kids all over the world who want to pursue music as their passion. And how we do that is like through our YouTube channel, through our Instagram. And what we do is that we just kind of go live, and how people support us is that you guys follow us, you guys subscribe, you guys share on our YouTube channel. And that helps us to collect more money so that we collect more instruments and we just share them all out. So that's what we've been doing, yeah.
Okay. Ms. Valda, do you have a question?
Well, first of all, I just want to say what an honor it is for me to actually be able to be here and to witness this amazing young group that has actually already achieved so many things that people could only dream of. So to know that you're actually already living a life that is just seeing your dreams, on that. I got on a little late, so I don't know exactly how long I guess you all have been performing, as well as your current age. So if you could just share that with me, I would love to hear that.
All right, so we actually started our musical journey 9 years ago. It's been 9 years we've been, playing music. I'm actually 13. Mark is 17, and Seth is 14. So we've been playing for 9 years in total. It's been a very, very long time since we've been playing. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just really something to hear you say how long it's been, which has definitely been most of your life when you think about 9 years, which means you actually started like when you were like around 4 years old.
Yes.
So, again, just really, congratulations. I just want to, share with you because, again, I'm just in awe. That's all I can say. I'm truly in awe. And then to see your YouTube and, what you've had an opportunity to already experience with hundreds of thousands of people and, performing with an orchestra. I mean, that is just something that is so unheard of, as you know, for so many people. And then for you to be so young and you've already achieved that. So just to share with you, I was actually last night watching the story of Venus and Serena Williams. And, when you think about them, they actually started when they were like, I guess around 4 years old, as far as having a racket in their hand. And one thing that I was also inspired by those two sisters is the fact that they had that vision. And when they talked about having that vision, they actually saw themselves doing certain things before it actually happened. So the fact that you've already claimed that Grammy, we know that that's something that you'll actually be getting. And I'm just really excited, to know that, you're really on your way there. So again, congratulations. And the fact that you know that music is one thing, because even hearing the story about Serena and Venus, Serena actually had a special interest in music. That was another love of hers, when she talked about, music and performing, that also. So hearing that you also have other things that you're interested in, what is your favorite subject in school? I think you're doing homeschooling, but what is your favorite subject outside of music?
So my favorite subject outside of music and everything, just homeschooling, my favorite subject is actually science, math, and English. Those are my favorite subjects. I really love those ones.
My favorite subject in school is mathematics.
Awesome.
My favorite subject in school is actually English. Yeah.
Okay. And all allow so many other real possibilities. And for those of us that's interested in following you, is the best way to do it on a YouTube, or do you have a website, or is it YouTube, Facebook? What's the best way?
Well, if you guys want to follow and share, the best way to do that is to head over to our YouTube channel, because that's where we're going to be, that's where all our news videos come out, and it also shows you how you guys can support our music and the Goldmine Music Program.
Yeah, you can also find our website. It's actually www.themelisizwebrothers.com, and you can also find us there as well. We also have merch on Teespring. Teespring.com. You can find a lot of our merchandise like T-shirts, sweaters, mugs, face masks. So you can actually find that on our YouTube shop as well, or the stores.
Yeah, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. We actually have our separate Instagram accounts now. So mine is TMB Zachary, Mark's is TMB Mark, and TMB Seth. So you guys can follow us on Instagram as well and Facebook. So you guys can do that.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And we'll also make sure that we post that. You can put that in the chat room today if you like. For those who are already following BET, you know that we're going to post all that information for you guys as well. And for the Melisizwe brothers, for you three gentlemen, just know that once you're part of the BET family, you're a part of BET family for life. So, anybody who's connected to us, you guys, are now part of family. And I know sometimes it can be confusing because we're like bringing everybody together. And I know when you hear BET, you might think of Black Entertainment Television. But we want to make sure that, you guys know that you are certainly a part of the family. And speaking of family, the other question that we had was, you guys are siblings and it looks like you guys have fun all the time. Is that true? Or do you guys have like sibling rivalries and debates and stuff like that too?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
But we do fight most of the time. But like sometimes me and Mark fight over like who watches the most anime and stuff like that.
I watch anime too. Come through. Yes.
No, it's a normal relationship for us. We still love each other as brothers, but we do fight sometimes. But we still have fun together now.
All right, cool. So as brothers, answer these questions. I got 3 of them, and then Olivia is going to bring some announcements. So, who is the fastest?
Mark is the fastest. Yeah, Mark definitely.
All right, this one always gets people in trouble. Who's the smartest?
I think that we all have our own strengths. So like, I wouldn't say like nobody like smarter than each other, but we all have our own strengths. So I'm strong in a certain area, Zach is strong in his own area, which tends to be music, and then Seth is strong in his own area.
I mean, Mark is definitely better than me in English, and Seth is like a math genius. For me, I don't know. I might be kind of in between there.
Who's the silliest?
Oh, Mark is definitely the silliest brother.
You're gonna say me.
Yeah, Mark, he jokes around a lot. Like even the times that he jokes around too much, like yeah, he's the silliest brother.
I could see that.
And last one, who is the most helpful around the house?
I'm gonna say Seth is, because
I like helping my mom cook all the time. I'm usually the one that if you tell me to do something, I'll do it.
No, the last one.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys. Don't go anywhere yet. We're almost done. However, we always do some announcements so that people are familiar with the things that BT has going on. And again, this is something that we're going to be doing every week. So you guys are welcome to join at any time. All you got to do is send me a message, let me know you're coming on, or if you ever have anybody that you want to bring in as a guest, you're part of the family now. So you guys just tell us, and we try to make things happen. With that in mind, Olivia, we got some announcements.
Yes, but before the announcements, I'm still hung up that they watch anime. I'm so sorry. So, what is your favorite? That's all I gotta know.
Naruto.
Okay.
I mean, Mark likes to watch anime. I mean, he knows like the most ones.
What is your favorite?
Okay, so one of my favorite is actually Madoka Box.
That's an
Madoka. Okay. I see. My favorite is Fairy Tail or AOT. One of them, F7 Deadly Sins, is a lot of things. But
Naruto all the way.
yeah, there you go. Okay. Announcements. Sorry, I had to get that out of my system it would have stayed with me for a minute, and I won't see them again. Sorry. Okay, announcements. All right, so BT, we just need help and support for any adults or any children, for adults and children, so we can get scholarships for like 12th graders like me, or anybody who ever need help around the community or in the world. We just need sponsors and help get money, and we produce more to the community, give more foods and milk and everybody to near neighborhoods. Me and Brandon are co-hosting a youth show on Monday, August 17th with Mr. Richard that he does on his Monday shows. I actually don't know what it is. I forgot what it's called that quick, but I'll let more details know next week, I guess. And August 15th, we and BET are in partnership of SUCO and BBF for a coming. We're going to come and go back to school event. Is basically a walk by. So this is like from the noon to like 2 noon to 1. It's just a walk by, get your book bag, get all that, get your stuff. If you want that, even if it's online school for the first semester, still come by. It's in Logan School Elementary, the backyard, the playground. And so now we know that public schools are all virtual now for all K to 12 students for the fall semester or until further notice. So no hybrid classes, no more hybrid, as we know so far. That's for public schools. I don't know about charter schools. And then now we're gonna talk about our next week's show. Next week's show is about education and community resources. We're gonna educate about all our community resources that we do, like the SUCO, BBF, and everything. And then we want to promote and just talk about our BET partners that help us made us this far to be who we are today, and that made us be a better community, like help the community better for everyone to make a better place. So that's what's happening next week, and we're gonna be talking about that for a lot. And Mr. Rich just put it on the chat if you want to see the actual thing that we're hosting on Monday. And then if you want to support us, our Cash App is $ my BET family, and as so is for PayPal too. And you can feel free to visit mybetfamily.com so you can see how to support us and other ways too. And on Instagram, Facebook, all the platforms besides Twitch and all that stuff. So that's all my announcements for today, guys.
Thank you very much, Olivia. And to the Melisizwe brothers, do you have any questions? Because I like to put people on the spot too. Do you have any questions for Olivia or any of our other young people or adults on the call while you have them?
Yeah.
So I have actually one question. So how long ago was BET started?
Ooh, I'm gonna put Olivia really on the spot.
Don't do that to me. Okay, it was founded in 1996. I got it right.
You got it wrong.
No, I didn't. I did.
All right. So here's the thing. To the audience, if anybody gets the right answer, you can put it in the chat or you can tell me. If you know what year it started, she's close. We'll either send you something from the Melisizwe brothers or something from BET. What year did BET start?
I know it. I know it now.
Oh, yeah, now you know it.
It got to be 97 at least.
Nope, still wrong.
95?
Oh, my goodness.
94. Oh, my.
94.
94.
Yeah.
94. There we go.
I'm here. I don't like you.
Photographic memory is amazing.
Oh, thanks, Amir. Thank you so much.
So just to give you a briefing of it, thanks for that question. It actually just started as an opportunity to go visit a school to check on my cousin. And I didn't know that I would be going there every week to check on not just my cousin, but other students. And then when I went to Temple University, I was asked to come up and speak to a few classes. And lo and behold, it continued from there. So it was just an opportunity to go speak to some kids once a week. And it turned into a program that now we've been around for about 25 years. And we're all volunteers. And now we have, matter of fact, Olivia, what types of programs do we have? Let's see if you get them.
Okay, we have Youth Council. We have BET, the BET Her, the little, I forgot what it's called, but it's BET Her, basically for young girls so they can know anything. We're in partnership with PAL, so we do lots of stuff for the PAL, Logan Ball, Power Ball, for basketball, people who wants to pursue. And we do after school programs that involve in Logan School. And am I missing something? King's Campers. We do that for Christian Camp, and we do a lot of other things. I completely forgot.
Yeah, already program for the young boy.
I just want to chime in also, and I'm not sure which program this comes under, Richard, but the fact that you have a music program also where I know you've had young people who performed at different events and openings.
Our BET Youth Choir. Yes.
Oh, okay.
That Brandon is a part of that who just left. Yeah, he's singing soprano like no tomorrow.
And it's funny, I'm glad you mentioned that because one of our other partners who's on the phone on this Zoom call is actually a part of the AXO program, which is from the NAACP. I don't know if you're familiar with it and if they have it in Canada, But NAACP has a youth music, not just music, but it's a program for high school students where they perform in various subjects. It can be contemporary music, instrumental, it can be vocal, but they also have science, art, oratory, and kids compete. And the winners of the local organizations get a chance to compete nationally. And so we try to make sure that our kids are part of that as well. And we also have a chess club and a few other things. Whatever the kids want, anything that we can think of to keep them positive and active is what we do. Thank you for that question. Any other questions?
Oh yeah, you're about to be in 12th grade, right? Um, yes. So I know you're online school now. Did you want to still do online school in college, or did you want to go to actual college?
Well, I was thinking of I would probably do online college, because I want to be able to still be free and do music so that I could be around to just help my brothers out. But like for me, especially like schooling is it's important, but I don't want it to take away from my time in practicing and enjoying and living life happy, right? So yeah,
I
that's
got you. That's cool. I understand. I got to do online school for this semester too, and I'm going for jazz and contemporary music and everything. So that's is I understand. It's gonna be good.
So we don't want to take all of your time. We know you guys got to get back to practicing or jogging or having fun or having more brothers rivalries and all the other kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
We know that one of you got to go help out around the house. But I also want to make sure that we're very supportive of you. Amir is the one who typed in the chat 1994 first. So I have to make sure I get him something. And so we wanted to support you guys as well. And then also, I think it was Mr. Bright as well. We got some answers over there. So how can people support you guys and maybe even purchase some of your items? Can you tell us a little bit more about that so that I can order as well?
Well, thank you so much for asking. So the best way that you guys can support our musical journey is to head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe, because what happens there, that everybody that subscribes and shares actually helps us to collect more musical instruments through our Goldmine Music program. And what that does is that we take these instruments and we give them to kids all over the world. So if it's in the Caribbean, if it's in the US, if it's here in Canada, when you subscribe, that helps us to do that. We have a new shop on our YouTube channel. So if you head over there, you can see all our newest stuff. We got Goldmine face masks that actually say, "I'm not your enemy." And what that kind of story behind that is that we're going to actually release a song and it's saying that I'm not your enemy. Open your eyes and see, you don't need to start a war. And it's just talking about what happened with George. And so that's the best way that you can support us, guys. Thank you so much for asking.
Awesome. Awesome. So as you guys get ready to close us out, if you don't mind, I'm going to give you a few moments to figure out what song, if you don't mind, that you can close us out with. But while you do that, I also see, Danielle, you're on there. Can you talk about Limitless Festival, all right, so that our audience knows about that. Little Big Sister is one of our partners. They are part of the BET family, and we are so excited because we follow them all the time. Whenever we can get around them, we will. We are so proud of them.
Hi. Hey, what's up? Hello, I'm sorry the girls are, hi everybody. The girls are working so hard because Limitless next Saturday. As you know, in Philadelphia, they have started this festival and they've been working 5 years supporting this festival. As Richard has stated, he's always partnered with us. And we're just proud to announce that the Melisizwe brothers will be joining us this year. Guys, for saying yes, and thank you for joining us. We have been talking with your parents for a number of years, even before America's Most Musical Family, believe it or not. I think it was our second year of Limitless. I think I had a conversation. We were being pulled in this direction and we were being pulled in another direction, and then we just met up at the show. So I'm so happy that finally, even though it's virtual, so we still have to get a commitment in person. It's virtual, but it's happening, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So thank you, and we'll see you guys really soon. And Soraya's working feverishly in the background, trying to get the whole show produced, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you. And thank you, Richard.
Hey, no doubt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know we love y'all. And to all those who are listening, before Jay Olivia gives some closing remarks, and then the Melisizwe brothers close us out with a song, just want to remind you guys that the support you give goes back to them. Our children have been trying to work over the summer. And so, again, if you are able to support, it's going to go back to them through the programs, but also directly. We want to be able to give Jay Olivia and Brandon something for hosting the weekly show and doing some research. We also have some students that are doing some outside projects. They have to do it from a distance because of COVID, of course, but they're doing some gardening. They're doing some community cleanups. And so although they volunteer, we want to be able to bless them and give them something. And then to all of our graduates, we want to be able to give them scholarships as well. So I challenge you, I dare you if you can, to go ahead and support again via Cash App or PayPal, or you can reach me and I can give you further direction if necessary. Please make sure that you support the Melisizwe brothers. You know I'm there for you. I'm going to support you. And if I ever come to Canada, I'm going to be looking for you guys. All right. Haven't been there yet, but that's one of my goals. And I don't know how far Toronto or Edmonton or wherever you guys are now. I don't know how far that is from Philly, but we'll definitely get there. All right. So again, thank you all very much. Jay Olivia, your closing remarks, and then the Melisizwe brothers can close us out.
All right. Thank you everybody for joining us to our second show. It's a blessing to have these celebrities over here for our show. And it's our second show. I really thank you guys for supporting us, for doing anything that we aspire to do, just so we can help kids get off the streets, help kids to do anything they want to do in life. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody who's on this call. And this is BT Talks. I'm your host, Jay Olivia. Thank you so much. And now here's for the Melisizwe brothers for a closing song. Okay.
Alright, so the song we want to perform for you guys is actually one of our original songs. It's called "I'm Not Your Enemy." We actually have our merch online on our YouTube store, and we have our mask, that mask that we're selling. It has "I'm Not Your Enemy" on it. And we're actually gonna be releasing a song out of it. This is what we want to show you guys. You like it? We were the same. We were born innocent. No need to hate. No need for pain. Then we both changed. Lost all our innocence. We learned to hate. So much confusion. We'll not start a war. What you fighting for? Oh, look at me. You be you. I am not your enemy. We'll not start a war. What you fighting for? Oh, look at me. You be you. I am not your enemy. I'm not your enemy. Open your eyes and see. Oh, I'm not your enemy. No, 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 no. I'm not your enemy. We do not start a war. What you fighting for? Oh, I'll be me. You be you. Oh, I am not your enemy. We do not start a war. No, what you fighting for? Oh, I'll be me. You be you. I am not your enemy. I'm not your enemy. No. Open your eyes and see. Oh, I'm not your enemy. No, 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 no. I am not your enemy. I'm not your enemy.
identity. Oh, I am not no enemy. I am not your enemy.
Wow.
I almost shed a tear.
Wow.
That touched me.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow. What a
Wow.
powerful way to end.
Wow.
That's a powerful song.
Wow.
It really touched me. I'm about to cry.
Well done, guys. Well done, guys.
Oh,
That's how you
Well
know
done,
you did a good
guys.
job. That's how you know your music touched people if they're about to cry.
well, thank you. If you had one thing that you would want everybody to leave with, what would that be?
No. Oh, wow. Yeah. No.
Melisizwe Brothers.
Okay.
I guess we got everybody on there. If there was one thing you wanted to leave everybody with, what would that be? I know mine is I'm not your enemy.
Right. I don't know. My mind is like, oh, like if some, I don't know, because I'm still in shock.
Well, thank you all very much, and we will see you all hopefully next week on BET Talks. Again, community resources and partnerships. Make sure that you get connected. Again, thumbs up to you, Melisizwe Brothers. We love you, and welcome to the family.
Welcome. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Out there, we love you guys. Thanks so much for inviting us on the show. Thanks so much.
Very welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Oh wait. Now I have new anime buddies. Yay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank
you.
We'll be having you guys in my show.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Love you guys. See you guys.
Okay. See you, Mr. Rich.
See you later. Tell your dad we said thank you as well.
Right.